Alright, what is up, guys? The Jedi here. Today, we are going to be talking about the usual, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Eagles play tomorrow, but I will reference them. But today it's going to be a Steelers video, like before, and always will. I will usually add the Eagles, but we're going to go with the Steelers. So, without further ado, also the Sixers are on a 3-win streak. I will show you them as well. See, I'll reference Philly. But as you can see, they completed against the Ravens. First in the AFC. Let's look at the standings before I look at the stats. As you look at the news here while this is loading, well, the news articles, I said news, but I mean, still. Meanwhile, the Browns are still in last place. Buffalo won. The Bengals season is officially done. If you're a Bengals fan that's watching this, your season's done. The Bengals were leading versus the Bills. Bills swooped the lead and won the game. They are 9-4. So congrats to the Bills after I heatedly called them out. And that was towards the Bills bunker. If you don't know who they are a Bills fans that own their YouTube page. If you know who they are, you know who they are. I don't really know much about them. But yeah. Congrats to the Buffalo Bills for taking down the Bengals. Now, they can still try to make the playoffs. Just about they can try. Colts, they're on a losing streak to 3. Daniel Jones has lost. Jaguars, they're 9-4. Broncos are playing. I think they're on the bye week, but I think they're playing today. Chargers are actually playing the Raiders. They should be playing the Raiders right now. Jets are in last place as usual. Dolphins beat the Jets today, 6-7. We'll actually look at that because that is the Steelers' next matchup. Patriots are in a bye. They are in first place, locked and loaded. As you look on the NFC side, Eagles play tomorrow. Like I said a little bit ago, they're 8-4. Bears are in first place. They're having a tumble with the Packers. I believe the Packers are in the league, or I think the Bears are. I'm not sure. I was watching the game a little bit. It was 0-0. But I'm here doing this right now. Lions, they're 8-5. Vikings actually blew out the Commanders. Commanders are 3-10. Their season's officially over. Giants' season's officially over as usual. They're on a 7 losing streak. Buccaneers. What's going on, Tampa? They're 7-6. Panthers are 7-6. They should be in first place. I don't know how. The Saints get their win. If you're a Saints fan that's watching this, that actually was a fan of me, congrats on the win versus Tampa. They're 3-10 with the win streak. Seahawks, they're 10-3. Rams, 9-3. 49ers, 9-4. Cardinals season is officially done because they have initially announced that Kyler Murray is no longer the quarterback for that team. They're on a 4 losing streak. They can try to sneak into the playoffs, but that is unlikely right now of the NFC. Dallas lost to Detroit. That's why they're 6-6 with a tie. But they're up 500. They just need to win more. But back to the Steelers. So after losing, this could have been a win, but actually against the Bears. But yeah, after losing 2 miserable losses, and especially to the Bills Mafia. But today was a good day. Good usual casual Steelers and Ravens. And the Steelers have finally broke their philosophy by scoring 20 points against the Ravens. They scored 27 while the Ravens scored 22. The Ravens actually broke that philosophy last season with both wins in Baltimore. So this should satisfy the Steelers. Now they got to go win a Monday night game, which is going to be their last national game. It might be their last national game. They could actually play a Saturday game. Or no, a Sunday game, actually. This could be national. Yeah, this could be national. Hopefully they don't play no more national games after this. And if you're going to want to know what national television is it going to be playing on between the Dolphins and the Steelers, this will be a ESPN, ABC, for those that are in the Pittsburgh and Miami area. I am in neither of those areas. I am in the Philadelphia local area, so I will be seeing this specifically. I'm not sure about the Detroit Lions and Steelers though. But yeah, I might not see this Browns and Steelers game. I saw almost all the Steelers games last year, and I'm very thankful and lucky that I'm seeing majority of these Steelers. But right now, this win felt good. Let's actually look at this win. All right, so Aaron Rodgers, old man Rodgers, hasn't taken a sack. He actually looks like himself to start the season off. Because these last few weeks, he has not. So, it's good that their counterpart, the Ravens, actually their heated division opponent. I don't know why I said counterpart. But, yeah. Well, actually, matter of fact, the reason why I said counterpart is because Harbaugh, one of the Harbaughs, the main Harbaugh for this team, the Ravens, is just like Mike Tomlin. So, Mike Tomlin, number 2, bat management. Well, I'm not going to say bat management, which I will actually talk about in just a second if I get to that point. But anyway, back to the stats. I'm getting off topic right now. Aaron Rodgers, 23 completions out of 34 attempts. Good. He also has 200 yards of passing. 284 yards, actually. And a touchdown. He also has a rushing touchdown. For the first time since 2021, since he was a Green Bay Packer. He also has a reception for 9 yards. Negative 9 yards. That was actually crazy because they thought that was a fumble. But, he catches his own pass. But yeah. DK Metcalf went off 7 receptions for 148 yards. I actually have some of these, we're going to be looking at some clips here. Jalen Warren, 3 receptions for 49 yards. He also has a touchdown off of that. He has 8 carries for 13 yards. Rushing wasn't really good today, but defense stepped up. And on top of that, some tackles were good. Highsmith went out, came back in, 7 tackles. Patrick Queen, 7 tackles. Watt has 6 tackles, but he stepped up, though. He stepped up with some QB hits. Hayward, 5 tackles. Yeah, the tackling was good today. Some missed tackles here and here, but some tackles were good today from some key players that you expect, such as Highsmith, Watt, and Patrick Quinn, who went down but refused to be on the sidelines while injured. Ravens allowed it 2 sacks. They also turned the ball over with the interception. No fumbles, actually, by either side. But the 2 sacks by the Ravens killed them the most, especially at that ending point to end the game. Tackles, 43 tackles for the Steelers were made. Field goals, Steelers, they're 2 for 2. Ravens are 3 for 3. They're 2 for 4 in the red zone. Ravens are 2 for 6. They had a pass, a touchdown pass that was taken away from them from the refs, but I'm not complaining. Also on top of that, I also wanted to show you guys the record between the Steelers and Ravens. Steelers, Ravens history. Blah 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 blah. I'll look at that in a second. Let's actually look at Lamar Jackson, the Ravens stats. Yeah, that interception and those 2 sacks killed the Ravens. He had 19 completions out of 35 attempts. Rushing, Derrick Henry was killing it. 94 rushing yards, 25 carries. Lamar Jackson also had that rushing touchdown. His first 2 scores on the air and on the ground since coming back from injury. The other guy, Mitchell, number 34, went out with an injury. He had 6 carries, 76 yards. So they almost allowed an 100-yard game, but they did not. Well, they kind of did with some of these players that ran the ball for the Ravens. But other than that, Derrick Henry did not get 100 yards. They honestly had the Ravens pinned down where they had to just loft it up for a Hail Mary. And, yeah, the rest is history. And here's the game, 27-22. Steelers in first place with a 7-6 record, while the Ravens went 6-7 in second place. So they have to try their luck versus the Patriots and the Packers, because those are the 2 games that's coming up. Actually, they got the Bengals next. Then they have the 2 tougher teams ahead of them: Patriots and Packers. I was about to say Buccaneers. They don't play the Buccaneers. Yeah, Zay Flowers was cooking. Isaiah Likely, again, had that touchdown, got dropped. Well, no. They took it away from him. I don't know why. The refs did not want him to get that touchdown. But hey, again, I'm not complaining. Look, there's Yinsberg making the message loud and clear. Pittsburgh takes first place in the North after beating the Ravens 27-22 in Baltimore. But yeah, if you're a Ravens fan that's watching this, that's watching me actually, yeah, I'm sorry, you guys suck. So without further ado, I'll actually leave this tab here. Let's go into this tab. All right, all right. Steelers are 37-27 versus the Ravens, and this win is a good win, good win, and that actually snaps their losing streak in Baltimore. So another close game versus the Steelers and Ravens. I like the graphical details of this. This might have updated. I like the graphical details, and I do have an ad blocker on here. So after taking 2 sufferable losses in the 2024 season era, they give their frustration out towards their division opponent with an upset win. So, since the Steelers are in first place, will they win the AFC North? That's a good question right now. That has to be answered by the Pittsburgh Steelers squad up this year of 2025. Can they win the AFC North? It's good that I got the Ravens win, but I want to see more than just a win. Okay? Now, obviously, this is a good matchup. Now, they haven't tied in this matchup. 37-27 record overall. Let's see their record. Now, at home in Pittsburgh, the Ravens, last time they beat them was 2022. They are 4-1 against the Ravens in Pittsburgh. And they're actually 21-12 against them. But in Baltimore, once this thing loads, can I try to... and also, you guys might be hearing a little noise. That is my brother making some noise in the background. He's in his room, actually. My room is next to him. So you might be hearing some noise in the background. I apologize. On top of that, the Steelers have actually officially took the league of Baltimore. They are 16-15 in Baltimore. So not a good day for Baltimore after losing on a Thanksgiving night to the Bengals. Again, Steelers lead first place, 7-6. They have the Dolphins. Let's actually go to the Dolphins for their record. Okay, loading. Steelers are 15-14 versus the Dolphins. Their last loss in their last matchup was in 2020, October 23rd, 2022. I said 2020, but 2022 actually. Yes. And they lost, if I remember correctly, they lost on a turnover. I forgot the turnover, but they lost on a turnover, was led the Dolphins to win 16-10. And Tua was coming back off of that injury, that concussion injury. But, yeah. They will initially be playing them on the Monday night on ESPN. Let's check the home standings versus the Dolphins since they're playing in the Burgh. Pittsburgh is 9-4 versus the Dolphins. With that win on Monday night, 10-28. Actually, no, October 28, 2019. So let's look at in Miami. Miami is 10-6. This is actually a close rivalry, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was to end in the wire. But all we know right now is that Miami has trouble dealing with the cold. And I believe it was snowing in Pittsburgh last weekend. Well, I think a Friday it started to snow in Pittsburgh. So it might be snowing as I speak in Pittsburgh. And on top of that, let's actually get rid of this tab. And let's actually exit out of here. Let me go to the Jets and Dolphins. Alright, so Dolphins took care of the Jets in New York / MetLife, New Jersey. Yeah, the MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, which is outside of New York, or outside the city of East Rutherford, towards New York. But yeah, let's see what the Dolphins did here, since the Steelers are playing versus the Dolphins on next Monday. Tua got sacked once, do a touchdown, so he's looking pretty sharp. Jets allowed 6 sacks as a New York thing to do. They're basically trying to tank and get a first place guy from the draft. But if you look at the Dolphins, they have won against the Saints, close game. They won against the Commanders. They won against the Bills. They lost against the Ravens. So they're only 4-win streak. And let's see how they handle Pittsburgh's cold weather. And as you think about it, temperature. Let's do this. Temperature in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Alright, without this.
It's 39 degrees in East Rutherford right now.
Okay, it is 39 degrees. I checked it earlier, it was like 40-some degrees, but it dropped down to 39. So the Dolphins have handled the Jets pretty well in that little cold weather. But Pittsburgh's a different story, because Pittsburgh, again, just had snow. So let's see the weather in Pitt. Yeah, the weather in Pittsburgh right now. Let's see the weather in Pittsburgh. It is 35 degrees, and again, it is snowing. Like on and off snow. And it's going to snow Wednesday. And it's going to snow in the weekend with a partly cloudy, actually. So yes, it's not looking pretty sharp in Pittsburgh right now. So that was the beginning. I'm pretty sure they played the Commanders in Miami. So again, it's not going to be looking pretty sharp right now for the Dolphins. So they gotta try to get past Pittsburgh's horrendous cold. It's actually kind of cold here in Philly. well, in the Philadelphia metro area and suburbs. But yeah, the Dolphins are going to have to deal with the cold. And yeah, they're actually 2-4 away. They're 4-3 at home, so you could expect that. But it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers are 3-3 away. They're 4-3 at home, so that was good that they got this win today. The Ravens, they are actually 3-5 at home, and they're 3-2 away. So they will play the Cincinnati Bengals away. So they should be able to get this win, a revenge win. But they have the Patriots and the Packers. These are going to be the tougher stretch right now in the process. So right now, can you beat your division opponent and split with them? Or can you get swept by the Bengals? And then you got to try to beat the Patriots and the Packers. So, yeah. And the Patriots got another good matchup, which is the Bills. Then they got the Packers. So let's actually check the Packers right now in the process. Packers are leading 14-11 in the third quarter. They're in Chicago territory. They also got the Broncos next week. That's going to be on national television for those that want to see it. Then I got the Packers again Saturday, December 20th at 8:20 p.m. This is probably going to be a Saturday night on NBC or on the NFL channel. But yeah, Packers are leading 14-11 in the third quarter, and I think somebody might have turned the ball over. They might be in break because I do not see the downs, the play-up downs actually on this thing right here. They're actually on a 3-win streak after losing to Philly 10-7 in Green Bay. So, yeah, some good games coming up right now for all teams in general, especially for the ones that are not into the playoffs. Now for the Eagles, like I said, I was going to put in some reference here. They have to rebound after the Bears. Jalen Carter is hurt. Lane Johnson's hurt. They're not going to be playing. They got the Chargers tomorrow at 8:15 on ESPN. And then they have the Raiders. They got to try to not lose against the Raiders. And then they have this tricky formation philosophy. Commanders, Bills, and Commanders. So they really got to try to spark a win here tomorrow versus the Chargers. Wait, on top of that, I think I said a little earlier that the Raiders are playing the Chargers. I am wrong. They are playing. Oh, wait, no. They're playing the Broncos, sorry. Yeah, they're playing the Broncos. I got mixed up earlier. Broncos are actually winning 21-7. They're not playing the Chargers. My apologies. They're not playing the Chargers. Yeah. For those that are wondering about the Raiders are playing the Broncos. So, not Chargers. They played Chargers last week and lost. So they're at this point just tanking. But if they beat the Eagles, then this is going to be an upset matter. But yes, the Dolphins got the Jets next week. No, not the Jets. Well, I'm speaking too fast. They got the Steelers next week on the Monday. Jets have... I'm just looking at the Jets schedule. Jets have the Saints. So that's... No. Well, yeah, they do have the Saints. They also have Jacksonville. So... yeah. They should be able to at least... Oh, no, they're going to have a struggle against Jacksonville. But they should... I think their only win's going to be right now versus the Saints. They're going to lose to the Patriots and the Bills and the Jacksonville team. So, yeah, they're officially going to lose probably all their games. But this will wrap this up here. Take the charger off my computer. But, yeah, this will wrap this up here. Oh, but before I go, let me actually just look at the clips that I said I was going to show. Start off from the beginning. And this is probably the beginning. Alright, so zoom in here. Alright, so with this play. Alright, so this is the deep ball to Rodgers. Good deep ball to Metcalf. And that was actually a good start to top off this game. Now, but if you notice something here, Rodgers has protected. They're shoving in a 5-man blitz. Or are they shoving in a 5-man blitz? Yeah, they're shoving in a 5-man blitz because Freiermuth was on the block. He's like out on a pass. And these guys are just being bunched. He has all the time to make this throw. He could either run, scramble for a few yards, or so get to the line of scrimmage. But he does what he does and smashes it down the field to Metcalf. So that's good. And I love this tush push formation where the tight end's at the center. He's Aaron Rodgers right here. This is actually Hayward, Connor Hayward. But I just like this formation of the tush push. It's better than the Eagles. And they shove it here. That's actually good. And then here is a pass that's actually this could have been a touchdown, but instead Rodgers does this. He checks it down to Gainwell, no score. That was a screen pass play again, no score, field goal. And then on this play, also they ran it on they did a run with Gainwell and he scored a touchdown. So yeah, 17-3. Until Lamar Jackson just ran this in. I don't know why. If you just look at this play. So the reason why it was a score is because Patrick Queen comes into the middle, forces him out. They were supposed to have a QB spy. Also, TJ Watt could have also drawn in a hold foul. That didn't even happen. But again, Lamar should have not been able to score. I'm gonna go here next play. Alright, so this is another play where Rodgers improvises, which he did not do in those other games. In particular, he did not do this. Well, he did try. He tried to do this last week versus the Bills. Got destroyed. Here he looks like himself when he started the season for the Steelers. Like I said a little bit earlier, and he gets this to Metcalf, which is good. And this is a play where they should have went for a touchdown, but instead. This is another one of Rodgers' improvising tricks where he does not get sacked. He avoids the pressure and tries to dump it off to either Freiermuth or Gainwell. Obviously, the ball got tipped while he was passing. It happens 20-9. But then this play happened where the Steelers just somehow just allowed this guy to get a good burst. Lucky this wasn't a touchdown. And again, he got hurt. Good tackle by James Pierre. And then this play where Aaron Rodgers, they were in a third down situation where it was long. He couldn't get to the sticks with the receivers, and again, Freiermuth. So we gotta talk about Freiermuth. Freiermuth has been distant from this team. Like, it's been Darnell Washington, and it's been like other players that have been in the receiving game. Freiermuth has not been in reality for the Steelers right now. I'm just being real. Now, I don't know, like Aaron Rodgers, every single time Aaron Rodgers looks Freiermuth's way, it's an incomplete pass, or it's a knockaway completion by the defender. I don't know. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is like fed up with Freiermuth in certain routes, or he's just, I don't know. Like, the chemistry between Freiermuth and Aaron Rodgers is not there. Like, Darnell Washington and Aaron Rodgers' connection is there. But with Freiermuth, it's not there. It's sometimes there, but it's sometimes not there. I don't know what to really explain with that, but hopefully Freiermuth can come in clutch in these next couple games, including the game versus the Dolphins, which is going to happen on a Monday, as I speak again for the 1,000th time. But here we go here, and this is another play, and this actually could have ended the game. They could actually end the game with this. Falls in incomplete into come right here. So honestly, he could have actually do it a little further, but he instead throws his ball to number 11 here and goes incomplete. And also, this is another play, but also to go back to a play that should have been the touchdown stealer. So, like I said before, they had a touchdown pass ripped away from them. The refs ripped the touchdown away from the Ravens, which is, hey, I'm not complaining. But here's this play where they should have actually got the touchdown. So, Lamar Jackson, this looks to be a little, I think this is a shotgun pass. Tight ends in motion, likely. So, Lamar, he would have seen Zay Flowers up here, or whoever was going up here. But Watt was under pressure, and was Highsmith as well. He steps up, and I know this is a little blurry, my apologies. But yeah, Lamar steps up, tries to throw it to Mark Andrews, gets tipped away. But again, like up here, if he saw Zay Flowers right up here, they would have had a first down. But instead, Watt gives him the pressure. He steps up, throws to Mark Andrews, incomplete. Good deflection by the Steelers defense. But to go into this play right here, Lamar hikes the ball, and then he steps up again, and then this time he hands it to a tight end. That's Isaiah Likely. And again, they rushed it for, now they could have actually put up a hand, but Lamar does step up though. Now, and the Ravens actually did good blocking here. Now, if somebody was unlikely as he releases the ball, why is flipping Porter? Like, Porter could have easily tipped that ball away. It could have been game. I don't know what he was doing on this side. Like, I don't know what he was doing coming from this side of the field right here to give up a passing first down. I don't know what was he doing. What was he doing? What was he doing? Why? Come on, just be in range so you can just knock the ball away. Come on, bro. I mean, but hey, it is what it is. Next play, this is actually the last play of the game where he hikes the ball. The Steelers defenders go back. They rush 4, and he gets a sack. Highsmith sacks him for the last play of the game, and time expires. Game's done. Scores 27-22. So, might have not been a good analysis in explaining certain stuff here, but hey, this is something I don't do in my videos. I just started doing it last week when they lost to the Bills, so I think I should start doing this more often. But yeah, this will officially wrap up this video. As your host, the Jedi's out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Also, I'll probably be live on College Football 25 on PlayStation 5. So yeah, but other than that, yeah. Again, peace out.